Hello? Hello?
Do you like it? It's shiny.
But... well... if you... like... hilarious?
Yeah, Galerius will let me out. Then you can...
Bye-bye.
Salve. Fortune smile on you, sister.
You look well, my sartorial friend.
Fortune smile on you, sister.
Isn't the great temple majestic? Ave. Certainly. Tell me, has truly? Ah, but May Fortuna...
Fortune smile on you, sister.
Citizen.
Well, isn't that an impressive trinket? You stay away from my money!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
God have mercy.
Salva. Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening. Yulia. Poor Virgil. All right, let me see. I'll go.
I love your clothes. So exotic. Beautiful. You stay away from my money! Oh, do us all a favour and drink hemlock, Caput Murder. Oh, do us all a favour and drink...
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia. Would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you? Oh, do us all a favour and drink hemlock.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always... Ixion turns. Just as the ocean, but it does. Say it. Speak its name. Then it is true. I thought... I had to tell myself it was... I must apologize. He gives such a... I will do my... There is a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through the sluggish Styx exhales vapor, and by the wide, thorny waste is cold and as the ocean accepts the rivers of all there the bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd others follow their trades, imitating. I hope I have done it just, and now we share a secret. It's as if you've lifted a great burden.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh. Well. Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone had murdered a local magistrate, breaking... It said that the voice of a furious... Apparently... I didn't for one moment think it was, but the way you say... I don't... let me see that. God, why does this writing... I've spent a lifetime in... This is... So you're saying, because a man from 2000... I get... To let me die all... I can't see how I could... Seems like we're both gonna die here. A mistake? You murdered a man in cold blood. And I guess all those old pro-pecata... The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Friend, you have given...
Beautiful. Oh, do us all a favour and drink hemlock, Caput Murder.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
sounds serious. You...
Poor
All right, let me... I'll go.
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward. There's a light in your eyes I've never seen. Well, since you bring that up, let's cut to the chase. What are you worth?
Ixion turns.
Really? That's just... Maybe if you had at least 10... I take back what I said. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can... Not for a few weeks now. Last time I saw him, he was... I remember, because they kept... The one word... I do, but... Really? Unfortunate. Well, even if you could get into my locked cabinet... Everything. Really? Unfortunate. What's that supposed to be? All right. See ya.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Olivia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Well, sounds serious. You...
Poor
All right, let me... I'll go.
Oh, you're here. And, there's a lot. Well, since you bring that up, let's cut to the chase. What are you worth? That's
You,
exactly what a poor person would say.
Attack or pursue.
Let's just forget
stone
that ever
that
happened,
always
so we can-
returns.
I do. Really? Unfortunately. What's that supposed to be? All right. See you.
Just as the ocean, but it. Say it. Then I thought I had. I must. He gives. I will do my. There is the slug, the one as the there. And now.
Thank you, Galerius. You're a good man. And I'll be sure to leave Virgil alone.
Greetings and salutations.
Come and join me by the fire. Welcome. Well, it's a sincere. Tell me. Ah, Kabash. I will tell you everything I know. But first, the one thing I long for above all else, let us find out with this. Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute. Very. Now, will you join me? Wonderful. Then let me begin. Would you say you know the difference between right? You are an overthinker too. We're the same then. But if you struggle with right and wrong normally, then down here with the... Well, that's reassuring. And the truth you see out there in the world. So we would tell lies and bend rules, but under the golden rule, morality matters. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be... That is an excellent question. and it leads direct. So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could... Are you sure? Or is it possible? So is it up to each of us to decide what right and wrong mean to us individually? So if a man feels that stoning to death his unfaithful wife is right, I agree, but why? And that's a credit to you. It is the mark of a civilized person to change. My point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rule. If there is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need them. And so we must accept our limitations. And the sad truth, in mathematics, we would call it an asymptote, a line that can be... Because the only way to create a utopia is with the ever-present threat. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs, and life under tyranny is no utopia. I'm glad to hear. In any case, thank you for humoring an... You mean, how did I end up living alone? I was a quarrelsome young man. Back then I used to enjoy verbally sparring. It became heated, he drew a gladius, and I woke up on the banks of the Styx at a campfire opposite Karen. Of course, I tried to persuade her to let me return, but even with all... I settled in, made friends, and learned what I could. Quickly, so I began looking for a place to hide underground. Fortunately, I found this place waiting for me. You see, I returned to my friends above, persuaded them to join me, and 12 of us descended for the last time. They are one and the same. The Romans call him... I'm afraid I am the only one left. There were 12 of us in the... Some from malnutrition. It has been lonely. Before my... I fear that if you were to utter my name in the city, even by my generation was wiped out, turned to gold, many years ago. I think it's safest to assume that if I was to return. Living in darkness is not without its challenges. The first challenge is dark. And sometimes, when there are Greek people living up above, I surface at night and salvage the offerings they've left in the temple. The greater challenge is the isolation. So I like to imagine, like so many things in life. As you wish. You seek the plaque bearing the Egyptian inscription. It is a cursed object, and I would be happy to... I will tell you, but you may find him hostile. To prepare for your... Very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was... When the Romans came, in typical fashion, they claimed... Thus the shrine of Persephone became the... And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead. And the city's dwindling Greek residents, witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, decided to... They gathered their art and valuables, secreted them away through the temple of Demeter, and hid... I'm getting to that. You see, it was among these old Greek... An even older plaque, bearing an Egyptian... We had no idea until years later, when as a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern. We extended the tunnel so far that we accidentally discovered. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian. You see, we proud Greeks had thought the Romans beasts. But it turns out this game has been going on. I think it is best you head through the catacombs and follow Cabal. There are certain things you must see for yourself. Take this key. You'll need it. Did we not discuss it at length already? Huh. If I enjoyed our chat, but please.
Stop! Do not come any closer. Who are you? I am Kabash. And let me guess. Another Greek or Roman come to loot? Trousers, boots. To what end? That is welcome news. I was planning to return it myself, but for now, here, take it. Now, as for the other plaque. Indeed, I have it right here. I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place. You may not. In fact, I am a... Because it speaks a tragedy. I will tell you, but first... Indeed, and I see you know our history. See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great number when they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti. They renamed as if that desecration was not enough. They built over this place, using it. My only solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the Romans rose to power, renaming Hades. It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, or it would imply the gods of Egypt are mere imitators, and that my people did to them what the Greek... I sense a deception, but... You will never know. This work of sacrilege must be destroyed. You are too late. It is done. You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no... If it will help you to see reason, then ask. I am from Rakotis, which you, since the Roma, when they on my... it did... This is where I belong. I think if someone is to break the goal due to the doer, as for the... I do not know. What could possibly lie beneath the underworld? All I know is everyone so contrary where you... Good. Wait. You are... You would plunge into the depths of the Dua. Wish. When I told you that you would not find a way back up, that was not a prediction. You will die. I disagree. I warned you against coming down. You have on... Very well. Why should I... That may be true of many things, but this is different. Does that not mean... Now that I think about it, my people would sometimes call Osiris the god of many names. Perhaps it is so. Many of my ancestors endured great hardship. We prepared to have our hearts weighed on Anubis' scales, and yet I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained. Did our priests steal and did... Blasphemer! You have...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
When I told you that, you... I disagree. You have very wise... That may be true of many. Does that... Now, but many we prepare, and yet I did our pre... I am not sure... Perhaps there is some truth in that. What is your point? You are persuasive. Very well. I will let you live. I will remain here for a while and attempt to learn what...
Ah, you've returned. Good to see you again, friend. I enjoyed our chat, but please, keep my presence here a secret.
A new face. It must be completed by dusk. It'll be between Why do you ask? As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk. But I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason. Yes. I have overheard some rather unpleasant arguments. The last thing we need here... Very well. I'll get things started right away. Citizens, it is time.
Time for Malleolus.
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and Marcus Malleolus Gurges. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Sendius.
Dacius.
Malleolus.
Galerius.
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil.
Sentius.
Rufius.
Malleolus.
And finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. But it seems we have a draw. In the absence of a clear consensus, Sentius shall continue as acting magistrate until a new election is held, 1 month from today.
My fellow citizens, today you have sent me a message, and I want you to know I have heard it loud and clear. I vow to spend the next month winning back your trust. Thank you for this opportunity, and may the gods watch over you.
You and your rival, whatever your name is. You're responsible for this, aren't you? Nobody likes cap-and-murder foreigners interfering in an election.
Shut up and let the magistrate speak.
Malleolus is gonna be magistrate by the end of the day.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Wait, I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies. It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is. A children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
The Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
Out of my way!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Salve, friend. Oh, sounds serious. You leave? Poor... All right, let me... I'll go.
Oh, you're here. And, there's a light. Well, since you bring that up, let's cut to the chase. What are you worth? That's exactly what a poor person would say. Let's just forget. All right. Sturkus!
Ixion turns.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Sounds serious. You leave? Poor... All right, let me... I'll go.
Oh, you're... And, there's a... Well, since you bring... So you do. And that would make you rich as Croesus on the outside. But down here, it's not worth much. What else have... Really? Maybe if you had... Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do...
Ixion turns.
I do, but... Really? Unfortunately... Everything, except the... Well, even... Good idea. All right, see ya.
sounds serious. You? All right. I'll go.
Salve, friend. Welcome to life under the golden rule. That's good. If you're not on it, well, we've all... I used to lay up... I still don't have it. Please, there was a terrible... Oh, thank... All right.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing?
That's the...
What?
Why do you...
I know, please.
I'm sorry, but I...
Please, help him. If he goes through with it, it could... Thank you. And please...
You know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone. Well, if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt any... It's too late for that. If I backed out now... Oh, but we're still in debt bonding. No, I am out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love, I'm sorry.
Orpheus, no! I'll have to let everyone know, and I'd best...
That's quite an impressive bow you have there. Just like Diana's.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Oh, another one fresh out of the baths. Oh, I wish I... You know, some people... But what... Oh, I'd say it to their... Did you hear that? What do you have to say for you? No response. I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be either that, or like people... I suppose... Oh, you heard about... What? No. Father...
I'm afraid it is. Because she found... All I have to do is... I'm going to kill...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Keep an eye out for Santella, would you? What is it, citizen? All right.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you? You're here. And, I hope I'm not... There's a light in your eye. Well, since you bring that up, let's cut to the chase. What are you worth? So you do. And that would make you rich as Croesus on the outside. But down here, it's not worth much. What else have you got? That's exactly what a poor person... Let's just... I do, but... Well, even if you could get... Good idea. You had... All right. See ya. You stay away from my money.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Trying to extend my lifespan.
Salve. Oh, sounds... You? Poor... All right. I'll go...
Oh, you're here. And, there's a... Well... So you do. And that would make you... I have that. Maybe if you had at least 10,000. I take... Let's just forget... I do, but I'm afraid it... Good idea.
Ixion turns.
All right.
Salve, friend. Welcome. All right.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get...
That's the...
What?
Why do you...
I know. Please.
I'm sorry, but I...
Please, I'll help him. Thank
You... know? Well, you don't understand. It's too late for that. If I backed out now, I'd be... Oh, we're still in debt bondage to that monster. Really? Wait. You'd do that for us? It seems today... Thank you, friend. Thank you. Oh, I just wish there was some way I could repay you. I'll go and take care of things.
Thank you. Thank you.
Citizen. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected.
I'm not supposed to talk. Barge into my villa and offer me wine. The question is... Ah, it seems some time ago he wrote, I'll happily show it to you. Thank you. Here's the letter. Now, perhaps you can tell me who Quinctius really is.
What?
He's... Oh no. Give me that immediately. Nope. What? No. You... It was a lie of a mission. You were planning this all along and you deliberately I curse you. I curse your life and mind and... This is outrageous.
Domitius doesn't usually let it. My name... You... and I like... Well... That's quite all... Ha! Why? I suppose... Are you going to kill me? Oh, so much work and money. Fine. Ruling this cess. I'll have Domitius notify the priestess of my withdrawal. There. You got what you wanted. Now, please. Domitius, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
I've made a decision to release Julia and Ulpius and withdraw from the election. I want you to go and inform Equitia.
Sir? Are you under duress, sir?
I just had a change of heart.
But you were on track to be magistrate, sir. All that work, all that money, wasted.
Those are my orders. Carry them out.
As you wish, sir. Priestess, Malleolus has decided to withdraw from the election.
Oh, well, that's surprising, but thank you for telling me. I'll let everyone know. Citizens, I have an announcement. Malleolus has withdrawn his candidacy from today's election. Unless any new challengers are nominated by nightfall, Sentius will be re-elected magistrate by default. That is all. A new face. Well, Malleolus has withdrawn. Why do you ask? You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to... Oh, what a good idea. He is a virtuous and decent... Certainly. See you again.
Welcome. Feeling all right? That's a shame.
Citizen. Name's hilarious. Sorted out my rheumatism. Fine. So you're...
Shiny. Salve and welcome. Oh. And he'll be just... All right.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff, I bet it. Hello there, friend. Well, I'll tell you. Now you're talking, I'm interested. How about 100 denarii? Oh, that's a little All right, all right. Well, how do I know I can trust you? I suppose you're... Here's your money. Now, the location of that boat. What? But I can't take that gold. You promised to tell me... What is this? Don't even talk to me.
Ah, a new face. I hear we... Galerius, def... All right. Nice to talk.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a... Greetings. My friend... Galerius. But of course... I hope that...
That's quite an impressive bow you have there.
Shalom. You mean where... But that's where every... Several... It's straight... A lot of good it did. Well, neither of... Obliging, of course. Sentius, I suppose. I'd have to be insane to vote for Malleolus after what he did to me. Galerius, the farmer, he's... I don't. All right, friend.
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little stirkus? What now? Whatever. Just
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind. What is it, citizen? Not that it's any of your business. All right?
Ugh, this place has become a thoroughfare. Ugh, I trust you can see yourself.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not? Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you? Whoa.
What? Oh, thank you. Now follow. Wait. Did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she? So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, so you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it? Why? Isn't it obvious? And as long as this day keeps, I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely. To cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself? Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow? Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
The many shall suffer.
I have his
for
key.
the sins
I
of
can
the
open
one.
the gate. Come on, we have to go. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. But, well, funny, I was just reading an old tablet I found here. It described an event about 2000. Freed an imprisoned woman named... It said the attack... Apparently, the only person to survive was Santilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash. I didn't for... I don't... God, why does this writing... I've spent this... So you're saying... Maybe we can escape through this... I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else is ever lured. You go on ahead.
You're back! But... you're alone. Oh, what a relief. Thank you. Why don't you tell me what you discovered?
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can just call me Caroline, if you like. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe that most people find comfort in... That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the... Usually, when people... Most souls would rather not. Ask yourself honestly. As you wish, you were exploring an old tomb when you discovered a cache. Unfortunately, as you a nearby hiker saw the scuffle break out and leapt to your aid. You both fought bravely. There was nothing. He died instantly at the scene. That man's name. You were each in possession of a sacred coin called Charon's opal. Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans bearing it. Well, those stories. A long time ago, my master created my orders were simple. Whenever a person died, that is a question you would have to ask him. I am just his servant. Only now, I find myself bereft. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what... And there was a tablet describing an event supposedly, my new friend here. I know how crazy that...
Maybe not that crazy.
How could you...
She left a tablet of her own. I think she meant for you to... Here.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Sentia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear. You two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my...
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready?
Ave. Ave again. Did you... It must be complete. It'll be... Why do you ask? As I said... Well, I... Very well. Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Time to go to the theatre. can stay away, huh?
I hope you have a good reason. It's almost as if you're trying to
It's so lovely to see Dooley. Ave again. It already... Galerius won. He... I beg your pardon. Oh my. Let's see. We don't have much to go on. Hercules, sit and so it's... Shh, it's... As I... Are you so, who... But first...
Strange day.
It looked...
Just this morning I was sure Malleolus was going to win the election.
However... I don't know. May Fortuna go...
What now? All right.
It gladdens my heart. Hello again. And in a city, my name, I am at but my the plague, and besides, I hope that our paths.
Hello? Oh, thank you. You can have my and maybe you can help me find my treasure. My friend Hannibal used to look after me, but before he gave me a key to the cisterns and told please help me find it. Please. Oh, thank you. I hope you find it. In the... Oh, look over there. Maybe it is treasure. I can see it from this. And it's just... Mind if I just take it? Don't you dare.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Help me! Maybe it is treasure. I could see it for myself. It's so pretty. And it's just lying out here in the open. Maybe nobody wants it anymore. Maybe no one will mind if I just take it.
Don't you dare.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
No evil is on me. Salve, friend. Oh, that sounds serious. You? All right, let me... What? Poor bird. I'll go.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water. Ove.
Not a good time, friend.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, I've been known by many names. Nergal to the Cimmerians, Osiris, but the one constant through it all has been mine. And I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal. And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals to wield, and you do it so that there will be time for your first, as a reward for undoing the desecration of. That is merely the name your people have given to it. That is a story dating back to the very first wave. Now, this man was unmarried, and many women, of all the women, two were particularly ambitious, their hair woven in elaborate fashion. The first draped herself in jewelry, ornate. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious. But she prayed aloud to any gods that would listen to cover her in gold. And while the others indulged at the banquet, she checked that I was watching. And I took the golden bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, and I left her to stand there. But that was not enough for so I had, and to this day, suspended in time. I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality is the ability. No attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or your 12. This should come as no surprise to you, since the core principle has been the Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the doer to make him. The Greeks refined it with avoid doing what the Roman Stoics added, treat you in. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often say, do unto others as you would have. It is the simplest of concepts, yet none of the peoples who express this. Enough. You clearly. Do you plan to speak in sweeping generalizations? The midwife and the palace, yes. How is that The rule is do unto others, meaning other people. Those statues they are forsaken. Applying this rule always requires us. Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken. I've seen no such thing. Taking one's own life is a self-directed act. It is not. Therefore, it cannot be said that one. Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken. Now tell me. The merchant. How is that inconsistent with the rule? I disagree. Having watched this merchant, that is precisely what he would expect from others, and he would be. Applying this rule always requires speculation to some degree. Not if we're wise enough to know the mind of man. Supposing you're right. Abduction? You mean the magistrate? He did so because she sought to escape. A sin I take. Better that he stops her from escaping, albeit brutishly, than I have to wipe out this entire. Now tell me, what other sins? You speak of the moneylender, and he would never have signed a contract pledging his labor for 30 years. All he did was enforce the terms of a ignoring your irritating sense of moral superiority. I see. And how long might... I fail to see how your system of loans is significantly... Supposing you're right, then my... Now tell me. Do you honestly think you could do better? I should strike you down for that. Now, did you have any other questions before your reckoning? When my kin departed, they left behind many relics which I inherited. The golden bow originally belonged to one of my... As my collection of golden statues grew, I chose and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my... I'm able to commune with all the statues. If she was still conscious, I suppose she could, but she's not. Why do you ask? Then what an odd question. Very well. It has come to be known simply as the Underworld. That is a long story. You see, long ago my kin and I set out from up. We discovered your planet and witnessed you all but destroyed yourselves. You're too short, yet Proserpina saw raw potential in you and persuaded the rest. So we revealed ourselves to your people in a place called... For a time you flourished. We had sown the seeds of dependence. My kin had seen enough. We began preparations to return to Elysium, our home world, a utopia. But my Proserpina could not bear to abandon your kind she made an extraordinary sacrifice. And so she began her inescapable. Horrified, I acted swiftly. I placed her in suspended animation in a deep frozen... And then I pleaded with Proserpina's father. It was and is my hope that once there, we might one day learn to undo. But he refused. I did everything I could to persuade him, but he would not relent. He would rigidly humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium. But seeing that I was aggrieved, if even one human city could, then Proserpina and all of humanity, my part would be to remain behind, the last of my kind. And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring so that I might take her with me to Elysium. And here I am, after all. To ensure the wager was fair, it was important that my sub... To this end, I had my servant distribute whoever died while in... As the tokens were discovered, they would trade. Later, when some placed coin. In fact, your kind... There were also gods who, like me, have been known by our leader, and of course, as the first wave of your kind, I had them build the entrance. I watched wave after wave. Of course, believing themselves. After another 1,000 years, the Greek, they built upon the... It is a regrettable story. One of the... To be rid of him, I returned him to his people, on the condition that my servant erased his memory. But the erasure did not take completely. His tales were committed to write. Later the Egyptians, their Book of the Dead, and then when the Greeks, a warrior named Heracles, 2 kings named Sis, they each told embellished tales of this place, how to get here, and how to escape. And so from Sumer to Egypt, Greece to Rome, your kind has always... Of course. Good. Then now it is time for your reckoning. Only, it seems, something is wrong. It has long been within my power to see to that. When I peer into you, I see only a blank slate. Charon, where did you find this one?
I do not remember ferrying you. How did you come here? If that is true, then I sense the intervention of some...
How did you come to be in this time?
cannot know.
I do not know. My kin departed long ago. Tread lightly, mortal. Enough of this. It seems I will... Why have you come here? Ha 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 ha. Your hubris is amusing. If you anger me or waste my time with lies... So, tell me, why should I put an... How so? And be specific. You have made a grave allegation, and I expect you to back it up. True. I have witnessed him doing that. His cruelty does seem to grow greater by the day. He is a volatile and confused fellow, that one. Pathetic. You will need to do a lot better than that. That is a very serious accusation, mortal. What sin have I... I am well aware of the story told by the Greeks. It is entirely unfair. It was an act of rebellion against the others. Accordingly, I read... These people were all dead when my... Then you still have the option to end your life should you wish. And you are no worse off than if I had not Accordingly, I reject your offer. Every one of those people was guilty of failing to ensure. They failed collectively. Ah, but I am a god, and you are a mortal. Why would you expect? Let me ask you this. Do you treat insects as you... Do you ensure they have food and shelter and protection from predators? I warned you not. You will make a fine stat. Do you really think you can wound me, a god, with that primitive weapon? How dare you threaten her? This ends now. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. No, you vile, despicable creature. No. You vile, despicable creature! allow no, but the one, and I've been what that they first. Good. Then now it is when I Charon. Where did you find?
I do not.
You would have us believe.
If that is true.
How did you come? Impossible. No mortals possess such power. Not yet, but I will learn the truth. Why have you come? Do you really think you could? Pathetic.
The many shall suffer the sins of the one.
And here you are. Allow no, but the one and what that there will be first. Good. Then now only it is when I Charon. Where did you find it?
I do. If that.
How did you come to be?
He cannot know.
Impossible. Not yet. Enough. Why have you come? Ha ha. If you so.
He cannot know.
Liar. You will make a
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
What have we done?
Oh, sounds serious. You? Poor. All right, I'll go.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone.
Salve, friend.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, no, but the one, and what did they first? I would recognize that anywhere, and yet my beloved still wears hers. You vile, despicable creature. You have put me in an impossible position. If I refuse, you will murder her. And yet, if I agree, I will lose my wager and return to Elysium humiliated I do not see that I have a choice in this. Your treachery and savagery have opened my eyes like... And now you have shown me your species' true colors. And I see that Proserpina was a... This has gone on too long. It is time for me to let go of this. But know this. If I abandon the wager and leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever. Because despicable creatures like you have no... The best I can do is return you to the... I will have Charon make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest. Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment, what will become of you is difficult to predict. But now, you had best pray our paths never cross again, mortal.
Oh. Hi there. Well? Know who you are. Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I'm fairly fortunately. Apparently there was they believed that if even one day, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills, saving the life of a foiling an assassin, and so on. Meanwhile, and the doors just... Nobody knows, because then, unfortunately, what became... And did this... I don't know, it reads like an earnest account. Anyway, I'm gonna pause. You go on.
You're back! But... why don't...
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can just call me Charon. I do not... That you died. My role. Most ask... As you were... Perhaps you... That... I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now!
Kinda lost track of time, and there was a
Sounds like you two.
Sounds good to me.
And you?
Hey, you made it. It's great. I read your book, and what the critics said about it. After everything you've been through, I thought... So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned... I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you. Why don't you head on down there?
You're finally here. Remember me? It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the... Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your... Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation. I wanted to say thanks. I know. I can't believe my luck either. But we're planning to get married next... Oh, I used Karen's gift to buy a farm. It's hard work. Of course, there's a whole...
Oh, hello. Hello. I'm Dude. Galerius said you're very nice. Treasure? Oh, I forgot. Bye-bye. Hello again. I live at Galerius and... Bye-bye.
You're here.
Oh, hello.
It's lovely to finally meet you. Galerius told... So, you're the hero who somehow I'm just teasing. Actually... Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered... Galerius and I are engaged. It feels we're just so... See you at the...
Hi there.
You're... Oh, of course, sorry. And of course... Oh, I'm living in an adventure. Did you know that? And you can travel... Oh, sorry. I have noticed people from your time have no idea. Last I heard, Malleolus kept insisting he was the last rightful ruler of the Rome. As for Claudia, she was always so viciously unhappy. After the horrific way they treated Ulpius and... Thank you. Ugh, someone told me she was boasting about getting her claws into... Even in your time. Apparently Nigeria? Well, huh. You too. I hope so.
You are here. Lucy is fine. I make if the world knew we died too. Speaking of which, I'm studying to get into medical. When it ended, I'm studying to when it. You too.
Hey. Hi there, I'm Horatius. I understand we have you. He's not my... Oh, I see what you did there. He had more trouble adapting them. He got himself disqualified from the supposed... But his look fine. You're not... Ah, you remembered that. In the words of... Remind... Thanks. Great. See you at drinks.
Hey. I take it you're the Oracle. Actually, I'm not sure if you heard. She knew right away, but he's been dealt with. He's... you know... anything I want. Of course, I'm mostly just... He's still there, all alone. The last golden statue in the underworld. Eternal torment. Then I sup... You too.
Hello.
Greetings. I am reacquainting myself with Greece. It perhaps one day. I hope you will join. You too, my friend.
You're... I wanted to say... You too.
I take it you're the oracle everybody's... We have. I never thought I'd leave that camp, and it seems I'm working as a consultant to the faculty. Not that I need... My sincere...
Good evening.
Oh, hello. It's lovely to meet you. I'm thankful, but thank you. I'm living in Rome again, in a charming little flat by the time. After you sent Galer, I just want to spend... Thank you. And you.
Greetings. Thank you for your kind words and for... I'm Ah, you remember that. I'm already up to the... Men have called me mad.
Hello there.
And you.
Some soiree, innit? Ah, hello at last. Listen, I wanted to express my... Whatever you did in that temple made me a very wealthy man. Such a acerbic... I took the money I made from selling my trinkets and started investing in the stock. In fact, I can't decide... Oh, don't be... Oh, of course, yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Of course, don't let me...
You... Oh, of course. I too would like... For a time, I had... Instead, I spent... Indeed. Thank you.
Hello there. Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name. After... Don't worry. I'm living with Ulpius on a little I'm so grateful to you. You can try some... Thanks.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name. I understand I have you to... The way you just showed up. I'm living with Gabriella in Umbria. Every day So we're living each day to the fullest. Sitting together on our terrace with a... And I... Thank you. You too.
It's so nice to finally meet. I wanted to thank you, and for helping. I'm studying to be an architect again, and living with... Of course, it's improved immensely. You natives of... You too. If you...
Nice to meet you. I go by Rufus now. New start. For telling Galerius how... I probably would have lost... Although, I think... Sorry, I live with Virgil in Rotterdam, not far from where he grew up. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with... Huh. Good to know. Anyway. You too.
Evening.
There you are. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce you.
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for free. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention. Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto, I was able to control their tongues and whisper to you. I am sorry my messages were so cryptic. There were only ever... I did. I may have given up my immortality. After witness, so I tried to give them a way to buy more time. So I whispered to Sentius in secret. I knew the danger of humans being... I required the creator of the portal to sacrifice their own life. So, what I did not anticipate is that he quickly discovered that he could, of course, once I had taught him the prayer, we were all fortunate you came along when you did. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke, she wouldn't say what it was. But I'd be surprised if you'd... And you. Although it feels like... Oh, and one last thing. Do you... Good. Because they remember you. Well done, my friend. Of all the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld and returned, none came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.